Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Roshan and you are learning React.js with me. So let's continue with that. And today we are actually going to understand one more hook in React.js, that is use memo hook. Okay, so friends, what is use memo hook? Use memo is also used to enhance the application performance. Okay, so just to enhance the performance of React.js application, similar to use callback hook, we use memo hook as well. Okay, so you can see on my browser I have just started React.js application, and again we are just taking the same example. I have two component states and there are two different buttons to update the component state. Okay, and this example is working fine, so there is no any issue. Now let me take you to VS Code editor. You can see I'm just in one component, that is app component. Okay, I have just imported use state and use memo, two hooks. Okay, there are two different component states and there are two different buttons. Event handler, sorry, there are two different event handler functions just to update the component states. Okay, yeah, so this is just a normal example which we have already implemented so many times in the same playlist. Okay, now friends, we are going to understand how we can use memo hook and when we will require it. Okay, so to understand that, I am just going to add one normal function. So let's say one function, that is const test. I am just going to add one function in this component. Okay, now the job of this function is to add 10 into the count state. Okay, always whenever count is getting initialized for first time, or if we update count with the help of button, in that case this function should get executed, and this function just perform some calculation. Okay, let's say this is result variable, result is equal to count plus 10. Okay, so whenever our count state will be getting updated, in that case this function should get executed and it should add 10 into that value and that just store that result into the result variable. Okay, so this is actually a normal function in this component which is created for performing some different task. Okay, and let me just add one console.log statement here. Just add one console.log statement, and yeah, so my intention is to just check in console that when and how many times this test function is getting executed. So let me just call that function here. So this way I am just going to call this function. Okay, and if we just clear our console, if we refresh application, you can see test function is getting executed. Why? Because initially the count state is initialized to 0, that is why it is adding 10 into that value and it is just storing result. Okay, that's why this function is executed, it is getting executed, which is totally fine. Okay, but now let me take some another scenario, and this time just let me update this value. In that case also this function is getting executed, because this time we are incrementing the count component state to 1 plus, that's why it is again adding 10 into that. So this time it is doing 10 plus 1, that is 11, and this is also fine. But now let me first clear this console, and if I update this count 2, so in that case if we see, again this function is getting executed. Okay, again count function is getting, so sorry, again test function is getting executed. So ideally friends, if we see on the second button click, we are just incrementing the count 2 state. Okay, we are not even touching this count 1. Okay, on second button click, and this function is totally created to just perform the calculation with count, okay, and not count 2, okay, but we are updating count 2, okay. Then in that case also this function is getting executed, and this is totally unnecessary calling, okay, because on second state, that is count 2, there is no any execution, there is no any calculation required, okay, but still this function is getting executed, and this is a performance issue. So basically we just need to restrict this function whenever we are updating count 2, okay, and our expectation is that this function should be getting executed only if count is getting updated. So to resolve this issue we just need to use memo hook. And how we use? So just wrap this function inside this use memo, okay, just wrap this function inside this memo and pass, similar to use effect and use callback hook, pass a dependency, okay, so let's say count, okay, and this time you can see this function will be getting executed only count update and not count to update. So let me save my files and let me just refresh the application. So see, I am refreshing application. First time count is getting initialized to 0. That is why test function is getting executed, which is totally fine. Now if I just click on update button, that is if I update count state 1, okay, then in that case also this function is getting executed. But if I just update this, if I just click this button and if I update second state, in that case this function is not getting executed, okay. So you can see I am clicking on this button, so that's why this is getting executed. But if I am just clicking on this one, then the function is not getting called or not getting executed. So this is actually a use memo hook, okay. Both use callback and use memo hooks are used to enhance the performance of application, okay. And friends, I think in this video I would like to give you one homework, okay. If you have seen my last video use callback and this one that is use memo, then you might be thinking that some things are looking quite similar in both the cases, okay. Then what is the difference between use callback and use memo hook, okay. So friends, I am just giving you a small homework or small task. Try doing Google, okay, study it, what is actually a difference. If you get a right answer, if you found a correct difference, okay, then just provide your search, your conclusion, your answer in comment box, okay. Yeah, so friends, in this video, with this video we have completed our all hooks, okay. In this video series related to hooks, first we saw use state hook, then second use effect, then we saw use reducer, use ref, use context, use callback and use memo. So these are the possible hooks which are added in React.js library, and we have already completed with all hooks. After that we will start any another topic in React.js. So for that, please be with me, please continue the same playlist. If you guys are really liking my videos, then please like video, please comment, please share and please subscribe to my channel. Let's meet in our another video. Till that moment, thank you friends, bye.